Oh, what is Jennifer Lopez doing today? She doesn't look happy.
I mean, has she in 6 months, or that's Ben Affleck mostly, I guess, looking unhappy, right?
I'm sorry, but anybody who was on a vacation in Italy on a yacht and then in Paris for Fashion Week and has to come back home to a bunch of paparazzi following them isn't going to be happy.
Yeah. Also, I think it was that coach flight from Milan to Paris that really chapped her hide.
Yeah, she had to fly commercial, or didn't have to.
No, she
did.
chose to.
She
Let's
chose
be clear.
to do
That was
it.
optics, Dawn.
Yes.
Is my mic on? Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I just can't hear myself. It's
You
fine.
can't?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I think it's my headphones.
Doing all right
Nobody
over
cares.
there?
Yeah.
All right. And we also had some kind of disappointing news at the box office for Horizon, Kevin Costner's movie.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. Less than $1 million on the first night. I mean, There's still time. It's a holiday weekend. People will want to go find some stuff to look at.
Sure.
But I said holiday weekend, holiday week. So
Sure.
there's some time, but it's not really a good portent of things to come.
$800K. It's projected to do anywhere between 10 to 15. We'll see.
Yeah. Doesn't look good. But,
$100 million budget.
I mean, I'm going to go see it just because I'm so curious.
Yes.
And I don't watch Yellowstone, and I'm not a huge fan of the way Kevin Costner as a human being handled his divorce. But that doesn't mean, it just, the preview looked like a real low budget. Like he spent some money on some good shots, it looks like. Big sweeping shots of prairies and but the way the trailer, it just kind of looked like part of it like a student film. I hate to say that.
Well, it just, I don't know about student film, but it did look kind of cheaply made, if that's what you mean.
I think mostly the Horizon title with the American flag blowing in the background, that's what looked like something that a 7th grader made. I don't know.
And maybe he's trying to go for it, but it also felt like it was 35 years ago, like it was Dances with Wolves.
Yeah.
It had this
That's
very
right.
old school look to it, very exactly how he shot.
Dated?
Yes, little dated
Cheesy.
vibe.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe that's what he's going for.
Yeah,
and maybe it's all going to be explained when we see it in theaters.
Yeah,
Or
I definitely
maybe
will
it's
see
just
it.
a turd. I mean, that's
There is
also
that
a
too.
possibility.
It could just
what
be.
we are seeing in front of us is what it is.
Could just be a big turd.
All right,
A
do you
big
have any-
American turd,
Do you-
which actually not appropriate for the 4th of July. Don't even get me started.
Do you have any blind items?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good.
Let's do some blind items today. We're going to start things off with this one. The new studio, who recently purchased the bankrupt company, was feeling the pressure from this A-list local radio host. The loss of the location near our host nearly put the host in a tailspin, but apparently the daily picketing outside the shuttered building was worth the time.
Oh, thank you so much for mentioning the Alamo Draft House.
Wow.
In Woodbury, Minnesota.
Wow.
You got it!
It's
Dawn.
reopened.
And of course, who's our A-list local radio host?
I think it's me, but I would say,
It's you!
Well, they do tend to overinflate
yeah, maybe A
the
minus.
Fine, A-.
Thank you.
list.
Thank
Okay.
you. Yes. So, as a lot of people know, wherever you're watching this across the country or beyond, if you listen from another country, we actually had a large franchise called Alamo Draft House location in our city closed down. And it's a unique place because it doesn't allow talking. That's what I love. They'll throw you out. You also get served at your table with drinks and food. And there's a lot of great things about it. So monthly, I was in a club where I paid $20, and then, I just see a movie for $2 each time. So
the news is it's coming back. We just don't know details.
We don't yet. We know the company went bankrupt. The overall company, not just so the franchisee is the one who shut down 6 locations, 5 in the Fort Worth, Texas area, Fort Worth, Dallas area, and then 1 up here in the Twin Cities. Then the overall company was purchased by Sony Pictures. So
Right.
Sony Pictures now
It's a
the owner.
Big story for.
Yes.
The whole story of a movie company buying a theater company was a big story in and of itself.
So now it is coming back, and fortunately, with it coming back, it will no longer put Don McClain into a tailspin, and apparently your daily picketing outside the shuttered building was worth
I
it
know.
the time.
Did they say, though, that they're reopening at that location?
Oh.
I think so.
I thought so.
I mean, why wouldn't they? It's just ready to go.
Oh.
It's a multi-million-dollar building that's beautiful. All I have to do is just sweep off some cobwebs.
Okay.
The Alamo Draft House CEO says
asking questions.
No.
We are so excited to reestablish Alamo Draft Cinema for our teammates and local film communities in these great cities during the incredible, successful summer of movie going. So it sounds like it's
a lot of words. Well, good for them.
Yeah.
And good for Dawn,
That's the most important thing.
Yay!
That's why you brought it up today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Alamo is back. Let's do some blind items now.
Finally, when was the last time you saw a movie?
Me?
In the theater.
Oh, well,
remember it was a turd, too. You said it was terrible.
Yeah, it was like I watched 2 horrible movies. It was called the something about the TV glowing. I watched the TV glow.
Oh, yeah, it was like that random horror movie.
Oh, yeah. And then, well, there was a real emo movie. And then before that there was this other movie that was really bad.
Okay.
It was supposed to be like a Jason, Friday the 13th-esque type movie.
Well, you get back there and you watch something great. Like maybe Horizon. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Never mind. Let's go ahead and do another one here. We're going to roll through the blind items. We'll go to this one. This former housewife is going to let everyone know that her ex was cheating on her, and she has revenge on her mind. Got a former housewife that is going to be basically yelling to the world that her ex was cheating on her.
I mean,
she's got revenge on her mind.
Zolciak Bierman?
Very popular guess.
But
wrong answer,
but not it.
Well, good, because something doesn't ring true about that, because I still think they're
doing
shenanigans. Yeah, I still think they're doing it.
Gross.
For sure.
Gross.
Based on their own past behavior. But, okay, so if not Kim Zolciak, who?
Former housewife. Okay, so Lisa Rinna? Oh, good, because Harry Hamlin is a delightful person. I wouldn't want that to happen.
And I will say, if we were throwing lists out when it comes to housewives, this is A+ list.
A+ list. Okay. Is it Kyle Richards? But she's not former. Okay.
Nope, this is a former.
Former.
Bethany Frankel?
Not Nene.
Bethany Frankel.
Oh.
Is this her husband that didn't her ex-husband pass away or?
I don't know. It's definitely not him.
So a dead guy?
No, it's not a dead guy. This is her ex. This is her most recent partner, Paul Vernon.
Oh.
You know Paul?
No.
I'm not a housewives guy either, so I guess I don't know Paul. But Paul was seen out and about with a sibling of a A-. Well, no, I would say she's probably like a B- list actress who's married to an A+ football player. Are they married? I think they're married.
Is it? No, Shailene Woodley isn't with
Aaron Rodgers
anymore. That's
I just added this extra little layer to the blind item that doesn't.
A sibling of this person?
No, they're not married. I apologize. Okay. They have a wedding planned though, and they're working on their wedding plans.
Mahomes.
Nope.
Oh.
Yep.
Is it Cutie Pie?
It's Cutie Pie.
It is. She was. Yes. Little. She was a musical artist.
Cutie Pie musical
artist? I don't know
artist?
a dang thing about her. I think she was just a model.
Haley Steinfeld?
No. Sorry. That's actually a good guess. You went that route. No, not the significant other of Josh Allen.
Yeah.
The significant other of Christian McCaffrey.
Oh.
I don't know who that is.
Her name again is Olivia
Rodrigo.
Culpo.
Yeah.
There we go.
Olivia Culpo.
Culpo. There you go. Her sister was seen out and about. Aurora Culpo was seen out and about with Paul Vernon, Bethany Frankel's ex.
But the implication is that was while they were together?
Well, the implication now is that Bethany Frankel is going to play that card that she had been cheated on with him for a while.
Got it.
So I don't know.
Keep up with the Real Housewives, Dawn.
It's hard to.
You got to keep us on our toes.
So she's been off Real Housewives for so long that I don't really pay attention to what Bethany does. You know, I mean, she's a lot of. I listened to her podcast, which was like Be Positive or something, or
like the vitamin.
Something. Kind of, but it was all about entrepreneurship, and I got kind of bored hearing her interview people like Mark Cuban and people that are highly successful, that all they say is like, you know what you have to do?
Work.
You got to get up early, you lazy MFs,
well, it's true.
and work until you're dead. And I'm like, okay, well,
they're not
sure.
wrong. The only problem is it doesn't mean we're going to be successful. We just have to do it anyway.
But
exactly.
It's like, and Plus, you got on a Martha Stewart reality show, Bethany, and that is what launched your career. So let's not talk about and just working hard. It's kind of just, yeah.
Now, I will just say, D-listers need publicationships too. So this very much feels like, I'm going to try to tie myself to somebody who has a little bit of name recognition, who's tied to somebody who has a lot of name recognition, and maybe that's what's happening here with Aurora and our buddy Paul.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Two names that I did not know before we started.
And now we've spent more time on them than we need to.
Well, let's move on then and do another one.
Although we made a show out of it. So
yeah, there's that. The studio is rethinking the award that they are set to give to this foreign-born A-list celeb because of the whole evidence tampering thing.
Evidence tampering? What A-list celeb was evidence tampering?
The studio is rethinking the award they are set to give to this foreign-born A-list celeb because of the evidence tampering thing.
Oh, well, that's Prince Harry. Because I read this story this morning.
Yep.
And this is about texts between him and his ghost author for Spare.
Yeah.
That in that legal case he had brought, there is some discovery that they were trying to do, and they have alleged, the tabloid side of things, alleged that he erased a bunch of those texts. But what's the studio award?
There's an award he is set to get, and I mean...
Netflix?
Nope. They say studio. Technically, it's like
a streamer.
It's the company that's owned by a
Apple
studio that's owned by no. He is set to receive an ESPY. If you don't know what an ESPY is, that is the ESPN award for lifetime achievement. And I think one of it's actually going to be the Pat Tillman Award for, I am sure it has things to do with the fact that the Victus Games and setting that all up. So he is in line to be awarded that. And the blind items are saying they're maybe rethinking that after these recent allegations. I have no idea.
Yeah.
And again, ESPN,
I still didn't understand why the allegations were relevant, because I'm like, didn't we resolve that dispute? But apparently that's still live, so causing controversy nonetheless.
Certainly is.
And will be for the rest of their lives.
True. They won't be able to escape that.
No.
Unfortunately. But I feel like they're happy doing what they want to do.
I hope they're doing what they want to be doing, because they paid a very high price for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that nothing will... All of this is terrible to deal with, but like it's more terrible to be in the firm where you can't express yourself or do anything, and you're just sort of like a captive of something that you can't escape. They escaped it, and they're so happy. Meghan Markle's making jam, raising children, and dog biscuits.
Mm-hmm. Good luck to her.
Best of luck to her. And we want some of that jam. So
we do.
Let us have some jam.
Yes,
I told her I'd do a trade.
Oh, yeah. And what did she say?
I'll bake her some sourdough. She gives me some jam.
By the way, I don't think you've officially said, we're of course talking about Meghan Markle, 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 blah, blah, blah.
Brownie
Beetlejuice.
batter
She's going to pop
blizzard. Brownie batter blizzard. Brownie batter blizzard. Do it, Mike.
Meghan Markle's batter
blizzard. Meghan Markle's brownie batter blizzard. Meghan Markle's brownie batter blizzard. Is Dairy Queen listening?
Meghan Markle's bounty. No, I can't even do it. Bounty.
Yesterday you were doing bladder.
I know, and now I'm doing
brownie bladder.
I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Just watch listen to the podcast from yesterday's
I can do Peter
show.
Piper, though, but I can't do that one.
Well, yeah.
I'll work on it. The A-lister off a hit show didn't want to be filming, and it shows with the finished project. He is now more interested in just partying and trying to find women. The A-lister from a hit show didn't want to be filming. At least that was the rumor, and now it shows in the finished product. Oh. He just wants to hang out and party and find women.
Hang out. Is this a Stranger Things person?
It is not.
The bear?
Women. Good guess.
And it's not just a guess, it's right.
It's right.
A good guess. Well, that to me is a good guess.
The actor, then.
Most people think a good guess is like something that's wrong. I think a good guess is always right.
That's true.
Jeremy Allen White.
It's actually the best guess.
Doesn't
I'm
like
not
it.
actually surprised, but fill in the
Really?
blind. Yeah,
There's good guesses and there's best guesses. And the best guesses are the ones that are right.
that's true.
You did it. You got the best guess you could
Best
possibly
guess,
give.
Don.
Nice job.
Best dressed. You're going to be in People magazine this week.
The A-lister off a hit show being Jeremy Allen White did not want to be filming, and it shows in the latest season of The Bear. He is more now interested in hanging out, partying, and trying to find women.
Well, come on, Carmi.
Carmi.
I mean, he just seems like he's kind of going through some stuff in life, and I'm sure it's incredibly difficult in this moment of his career because you've got to be getting pulled in all. I've completely written this entire narrative myself, but
He thanks you.
and it's not to excuse it because, be better, but it just seems like he's probably getting pulled in all sorts of directions, and he hasn't quite figured life out yet because why would you at that age? What is he, 20-something still? Or
He
30s?
is?
Early
Oh,
30s?
God. I don't know.
He's
He
young.
just looks like a Roman
33.
statue.
Okay, so 33. And, to have this amount of success, it's got to be like, what do I want to do? And maybe
Who
he's
do
the
I
kind
want to do?
Well, yeah, but that's like the side stuff going on, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to party and look for ladies. I
Where's
don't know.
Rosalia?
Let's hold him, Dawn.
Oh, okay. What half do you want?
We get to pick.
Yeah, like top half, bottom half.
I think there's a right answer.
That's the top half.
Oh, I feel like I want the top half.
Well, we're going to have to fight for it.
Well, you just
How about you get the left side, I'll get the right side.
Oh, great.
Mike,
Okay.
which side do you want?
the back side.
Wow.
Well, maybe not. Anyway, there's not enough room left.
There's not enough sides to Jeremy Allen
Yeah.
White for all three of
Yeah.
us, so I'll just let you two fight over him.
Okay.
Thanks.
And by the
very
way,
kind
this
of you.
kind of fully just goes ahead and slaps in the face the blind items that he and Ayo Debris are definitely a thing.
Oh,
and,
wait a
and
minute.
spending
Yeah.
time. So I don't know which blind to believe. Again, the deepest, darkest
now
parts
you've
of the
just
internet.
pulled the blind rug out from under me.
Yeah.
I don't
don't
think
know.
that's a relationship. I think they were just out and about as friends.
Publicationship?
Were they
You
kissing?
didn't see them canoodling.
Did they
were
canoodle?
full on canoodling within full view in an
really?
open area that was public and everyone was seeing them.
That open area was Wrigley Field, and they were literally announced on the Jumbotron. Now we welcome
And he's
the
like-
cast of The Bear, and like everyone knew they were there, rubbing up on each other. That
he
was
rubbed her
definitely
back?
for
he was like
publication.
doing that thing.
That was
I
a
mean, I
publication.
have friends rub my back. I actually need a back rub, so if you're available. Okay. Not in that way. I just really need my shoulders squeezed.
We'll work on that.
We
Okay.
will. We'll also work on some more blind items as we roll on to this one. This former A-list singer and lower on the list actor just looks even more ridiculous with each filing. And if he didn't know anything about the past of his wife, why did he marry her?
If he did
Did
know.
we talk about this like a couple of days ago? I just remember like your description of the person.
Oh, I don't think we talked about it during blind items. No, I think we were talking about it away from
just
blind items,
out and
just
about.
in the
Over
back alley
breakfast,
while we
yeah.
were
over breakfast,
Over-
sausage links.
Yeah. The former A-list singer / lower on the list actor just looks even more ridiculous with each filing. And if he didn't know anything about the past of his wife, why did he marry her in the first place?
I know what you're talking about, Don. That was a separate blind item, I think,
Okay.
because it was the lower on the list and the actor and the
Yeah.
singer. Yeah,
Okay.
That's a different one.
We did a couple blinds that had actors and singers.
Okay.
I think you were thinking of JT and Jessica
Yeah.
Biel. This is a former A-list
A-list
singer,
singer.
lower on the list actor.
Okay.
And I don't even know why they included the actor. I mean, I know why they
he's been in a couple things, and we wouldn't really think.
Correct. I mean, you would know of him from the couple things, not because of him, though. Because of who is in it with him.
Oh,
But he is definitely a former A-list singer, for even if it was just a hot minute and one massive hit.
Oh,
a hot minute, one massive hit.
Tom Jones.
It's not unusual.
He had more than one massive hit.
Sorry.
He's got one massive.
What?
We talked about that last show, I think.
Google it.
I didn't sear into my permanent memory.
I did. I Googled it after the show and I was like, dang,
Oh
Bradley
my
wasn't
gosh.
kidding.
Oh my gosh. Who
He's like,
is
hurry and
this?
get to the commercial.
No.
Former A-list singer with a super big bat hit. What?
But think of filings and not knowing things about your wife.
Oh.
And why did you marry them?
Don't tell my heart, my achy, breaky heart. I
Billy
just
Ray.
don't think you'd understand.
Billy Ray Cyrus just continues to look even more ridiculous with each filing. If he didn't know anything about the past of his wife, then why did he get married to her? Some blind items are saying, again, I don't think that's much of a blind item, but it's more of just no bleep.
No bleep.
Yeah. I wonder how Fire Rose's career is going to go after this.
It's going to fizzle.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't really know. I haven't listened to their music, so I can't, I don't know how she's received.
Yeah, I
country
actually
artists,
don't.
right?
And that's why this story has been so hard for me, because I don't have a sense of, I guess if I look at Billy Ray Cyrus and just make a superficial judgment, he seems kind of smarmy, but maybe that's just the hair and the facial hair, which is not probably a very kind way to judge people. So
And the hat.
And the hat. It really is the combo. But my point is, I don't have a good sense then of who's more trustworthy in this.
I have no idea. I just think that there was some overlapping with him leaving Trish Cyrus and hooking up with Fire Rose because they were making music together before.
Yeah.
And so that makes me kind of creeped out.
And then
Wasn't she
also-
on Hannah Montana also?
The creep factor is that they first met on Hannah Montana when she
Also-
was a co-star with his daughter
Can we do the math?
at a young age.
Please look on the other side of the fence.
Yep.
Is the grass greener?
The Trish side of the fence.
Yeah.
Do you see a pattern?
It's kind of...
So she was on Fire Rose was on Miley's show. Daddy dates Fire Rose.
Yeah.
Mama
Yeah.
dating the boyfriend of her
Noah.
daughter.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's like, you need
Who
to
was
get
also
out
on
more.
a show that they all loved, Prison Break.
Yeah, they all watched it together.
They all
They were
watched
so infatuated with him, including
That's
Noah.
right. That's right.
I mean, the mom, Tish was like, I just want him. And Noah's like, oh, he's so hot. But it's something you do like when you're hanging out with your sisters and mom, you're like, oh my God, I love this guy on TV.
Yeah, but then if he shows up with you and then he ends up with your mom, that's awkward.
It is. Get out of here, Dominic.
That's nasty.
And now she is co-producing his new movie or TV show called Snatchback with Wentworth Miller.
That's right.
It's true. What? I'm reporting the news. It's what I do.
Why?
Prison Break stars
anyone?
Dominic Purcell and Wentworth Miller are reuniting for a hostage
that
recovery
mean?
drama called Snatchback.
Snatchback hostage.
It
So
sounded
someone's
like
been snatched.
Snatching them back.
It sounds like a game show that Alec Baldwin would host.
Yeah.
And Tish Cyrus Purcell is one of the executive producers of said show.
Good luck to her.
Good
my
luck.
God. No, you're moving on to another one. I was like, I thought that was
He thought it
playing
was
us
time to
out.
be
Well,
done.
it's
It's
almost
okay.
time to be done. Let's do a quick one here. This celebrity offspring of a many hat-wearing A-lister thinks they have it made. Her new boyfriend is a billionaire, but unfortunately for her, she's just one of many women he's with.
Oh.
The celebrity offspring of a many hat-wearing A-lister thinks that she has it made. Her new boyfriend is a billionaire with a B, but she is just one of the many women he's with.
Didn't we just talk about this?
We did not.
Okay, so it's not... I might be confusing this with Phoebe Gates and Paul
Oh, yeah, that's what I was
McCartney's
thinking.
grandson.
Nothing to do with
getting
that.
together. Okay,
Nothing to
It's
do with
kind of
that.
The opposite.
Yeah, the celebrity offspring of a many hat-wearing A-lister thinks they have it made. Her new boyfriend is a billionaire with a B, but she is just one of many women that he's with.
A billionaire.
A billion.
Elon
Don't
Musk?
worry about the billion. You're never.
Okay.
I don't even honestly know the boyfriend. This is just a blind item saying that this.
But the celeb.
Celebrity offspring is who we're looking for. She's a celebrity offspring from a many hat-wearing A-lister.
Oh,
The
Many
A-lister that
It's not Malia Obama.
It is not.
okay.
Many hat wearing A-lister. Like, are we saying many hats as in musician, singer, actor,
No.
Dancer.
But
philatelist?
actor, presenter, producer, comedian.
Oh,
Ricky Gervais?
is this an American?
He is an American.
Okay. And it's the dad.
It's the dad,
Okay.
baby. Yeah. Had some.
And we know him very well?
We
He's
do
like
know
a
him very
celebrity?
well.
Okay.
He's an A-lister.
Okay.
An A-lister.
And I will say specifically we know him most because we're running out of time here from his hosting duties.
It's not Ryan.
Steve Harvey.
Good guess. Wait. The best guess.
The best guess. And of course his daughter, who we've talked a lot about.
Yes. She is so pretty. Mm-hmm. What's her name? Stephanie. No. Yeah.
You'll have to tell us.
Lori.
Lori
Hi, Lori.
Harvey. Oh, who's she dating now? Because wasn't she dating Michael B. Jordan?
She was dating Michael B. Jordan. She was dating a bunch. Yeah, she dated a couple of big name individuals. Michael B. Jordan was one of the people on that list. But according to the blind items, again, I don't know the billionaire, but I guess rumor has it she is now dating a billionaire. She thinks she's got it made. Unfortunately for her, though, she's just one of a long list that this billionaire is with.
That's awkward.
It is.
Good luck to her.
A true
Maybe
blind
she'll
item
at
there
least
to
get
wrap
some
it up.
Fun trips
Yes.
and some happy times.
Nice job.
Mike, speaking of fun trips and happy times, you deliver them daily here on our very own show within a show. It's called Blinded by the Item. You'll say that again in a moment. But in the meantime, if you haven't listened on the radio, do it. If you haven't downloaded the podcast, like and subscribe it. And if you've never seen the YouTube channel, like and subscribe that. Until next week after next.
Yeah.
This has been an episode of
Blinded by the
Blinded by the item.